The man who owned the world, the legend of Alexander the Great. Before he was the Great, he was a 20-year-old king with a world-shattering ambition. Alexander III of Macedon didn't just conquer lands, he reshaped the map of the human experience. In just over a decade, he built one of the largest empires in history, stretching from the rocky coasts of Greece to the humid jungles of India. But who was the man behind the myth? The education of a conqueror. Alexander wasn't just a soldier, he was a student of the highest order. His tutor was none other than Aristotle, who instilled in him a love for philosophy, medicine, and scientific investigation. This intellectual curiosity followed him onto the battlefield. He reportedly slept with a copy of Homer's Iliad under his pillow, dreaming of being the next Achilles. A general who never lost. The most staggering fact about Alexander is his undefeated record. From the Battle of Issus to the Siege of Tyre, his military genius was unmatched. He popularized the Macedonian phalanx, a wall of soldiers armed with 18-foot spears called sarissas, which acted like a human tank. He didn't lead from the back either. Alexander was often the first to charge into the fray, sustaining multiple near-fatal wounds throughout his career. His men didn't just follow him out of duty, they followed him because he bled with them. More than just war, the Hellenistic legacy. Alexander's true impact wasn't the territory he took, but the culture he left behind. He founded over 70 cities, many named Alexandria, which became hubs of trade and learning. By encouraging his soldiers to marry local women and adopting Persian customs himself, he created a melting pot of East and West. This era, known as the Hellenistic period, allowed Greek art, language, and thought to influence the world for centuries, eventually laying the groundwork for the Roman Empire and the spread of early Christianity. The mystery of the end. At age 32, at the height of his power, Alexander died in Babylon. The cause remains one of history's greatest cold cases. Was it malaria, typhoid, or was he poisoned by his own generals, weary of his endless marching? When asked on his deathbed who should inherit his kingdom, he allegedly whispered, "To the strongest." Why he still matters. Alexander the Great reminds us of the sheer power of human will. He proved that a single lifetime, if lived with enough intensity, can change the course of civilization forever. He was a conqueror, a dreamer, and a legend whose shadow still looms over the history books.